Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. So last time we had apparently a slight, a murmur or something while running. Well, that was off screen, and went to the nurse, and he asked me if I wasn't taking my pills, and I said, yeah, kinda. So I have to remember to take my medications, because that will keep me alive. And Emmy was kind of worried, but I told her it was fine. And then, let's see, pretty much everyone noticed that I was spending a lot of time with Emmy and Rin now. Misha and even Shinji. And then I had lunch with them and got caught staring at Emmy while eating lunch, apparently. And then, let's see. Then there was a letter in my room from Iwanako. And basically it was kind of an apology letter, but apparently Hisao didn't want to, keep reading it. So then he ended up doing some homework, I think. Something like that. So, now we're here. So, what's the plan for today anyway? I'm waiting patiently in the hallway of the girls' dormitory just outside of Emmy and Rin's rooms. Emmy is apparently helping Rin with getting dressed. I suppose that makes perfect sense, as I have no idea how Rin would get dressed otherwise. Picnic. Picnic? That's what I said. Sounds pretty exciting. I know, right? Rin chooses this moment to make an observation. This guy seems threatening today. Actually, I noticed that too on my way over. Despite the sunshine of the early morning, the afternoon seems to have taken a turn for the gloomy. There's a heaviness to the air as well that usually heralds a rainstorm. I wonder if I should have brought my umbrella. Probably. And she's got a point. I mean, you sure that you still want to risk getting caught in the rain? I don't even know why I bothered asking. Emmy pops out of Rin's room into the hallway looking shocked that I'd even suggest canceling our plans. Of course. What, the threat of rain is supposed to stop me? I'm Russian. Nothing stops me. I can't help but grin at her belligerent response. It's almost like she's daring the rain to come. If Mother Nature were walking down the street, I think Emmy would probably start a fight with her. And punch her in the face and, break her legs, steal her walker. The usual Emmy stuff. Or at least challenge her to a race. In fact, Emmy seems almost aggressively cheerful today. Aggressively cheerful? What the heck would that be like? I expect someone like, Paula Deen going on a murder spree. Which actually isn't that hard to imagine. Rin wanders out into the hallway looking her usual self. Well then, are we all ready to go? I'm ready. Rin nods and says a single word. Basket. Beg pardon? The basket. In Emma's room. You should carry it. Emmy claps a hand to her mouth, embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot all about it. Nice save, Rin. And she dashes off. Emmy darts into her room and emerges with what looks like a very well-stocked picnic basket. Picnic basket. As she hands it over to me, I note that it feels heavy enough to be one, too. Good lord, how much food did she pack? Probably enough for the average bear. More to the point, where'd she get the money for all this? So, are we set to head out? Yep. Rin gives another nod and we head out of the dormitory. Man, we have lunch together a lot. It's pretty much the only thing we do these days. I can't help but frown when I notice how gray the sky's gotten in the 10 minutes I was inside. Still, Emmy does not seem concerned by such petty concerns as the color of the sky. She's positively skipping as we walk. Which reminds me, where are we going? This brings Emmy up short and she shoots me an embarrassed look. She doesn't know, does she? I hadn't really thought of that. Yep. Very Emmy-ish. What do you think, Hisao? Well, there's the spot where we ate during the festival, but it might be nice to leave the campus for a while. However, I'm not sure if there's any good places to do that in town. Just as I'm about to open my mouth, Rin unexpectedly interjects with a suggestion. There's a park in town near the art shop. Great idea, Rin. I totally forgot all about that place. Press is averted. Do you know how to get there, Rin? Rin shrugs. It's pretty likely. Good enough for me. I would prefer knowing for sure, but what the hell. Lead on, Rin. The three of us quickly make our way off campus and take the road down into town. This basket's a bit heavy. I hope that the park is close by. 10 miles later. We pass the art supply store, Rin slowing her pace slightly as we go by. Emmy notices Rin's change of pace and stops. You want to go in, Rin? Rin shrugs. Nothing I need. Are you sure? There's the slightest flutter of a smile on Rin's face, quickly replaced by her usual expression. Life's uncertain, but on this at least I'm pretty sure. Nice of you to offer. Well, it's not like I'm the one carrying the basket. So it's okay, go in and shop all you want. But I'll bet Hisao wouldn't have minded anyway, right? Oh, of course not. This is hardly how he loud. I mean, I lift cars for a living. I flex for emphasis. Emmy stifles a snort of laughter by pointing to the park at which we're suddenly arrived. Oh, I remember this place. I ran into you here that one time, didn't I, Rin? Rin's eyebrow raises slightly. Maybe. I'm unwilling to say for certain one way or the other. Memory's a tricky thing, you know. Well, I'll be. We met it in one piece after all. The sun's still nowhere to be seen, but neither Emmy nor Rin seem to mind. We find a spot to sit on the grass and I set the basket down gratefully. There's a surprising amount of food prepared. Maybe we were supposed to be joined by some of Emmy's teammates or something? I'm starving. Dig in. I'm going to stop and say this is actually a pretty cool picture. I like this. She attacks the food as if she's had nothing to eat for years. Oh, look at that expression. Oh, Emmy. I'm just reaching for the food myself when I feel the first drop of rain land on the back of my hand. Uh-oh. Looks like the wind is not going to cooperate with us after all. Emmy glares at the sky as if that alone will hold back the rain. I very nearly believe she can do it. It's one heck of a glare. It had better cooperate. You hear me, Sky? You started raining right now, this instant. Don't make me come up there. The Sky doesn't seem inclined to listen to her, despite the commanding tone she's taken with it. Instead, the rain seems to increase. Rin wrinkles her nose in distaste at this turn of events. Regrettable. What do you mean? Rin shrugs. I could paint this if I weren't out here. Shame to miss it is all. She doesn't seem angry or annoyed about it, just a little disappointed. Emmy laughs in response to Rin's comment. Guess we should have stopped in that art supply store after all, huh? The rain increases a little more, offended that we haven't fled yet. Despite the warm temperatures we've been enjoying, the rain is rather cold. I wish I'd brought my umbrella. Aye, we should probably head inside to keep dry. We're already pretty wet, Hisao. Yeah, but we can dry off this way and maybe wait out the storm. You don't want it to catch a cold or anything, do you? Emmy considers this for a moment. I can tell that part of her wants to stay out in the rain just despite the weather. Unfortunately for her, the weather hardly cares about what we do. I suppose you're right. Where could we go? I don't have an answer for her. The area is still pretty new to me. Though I guess I'm slowly getting used to the school itself, the surrounding town remains a mystery. All I know is the art supply store, and that's only because we've just passed it. Fortunately, Emmy soon snaps her fingers in triumph. That's it. There's a tea shop nearby. We could have some tea and dry out, no problem. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Right, you know where it is? Emmy nods, looking fairly confident. Sure do. I think. But it'll be an adventure either way, right? Adventure, huh? Well, I suppose we could use a little adventure. I think as long as we get out of the rain, I'll be happy. The picnic basket is a little lighter now, at least. Did you actually eat anything? Lead on. Ren and I follow Emmy as she weaves through the streets with something approaching confidence. Now we left here. There, the Shanghai. Emmy beams triumphantly as she points to the tea shop. It seems fairly crowded inside, a symptom of the sudden rain, I'm sure. Welcome. Can I... I'm surprised to find out that our waitress is none other than Yuko. She sure looks the part in your uniform. It's hard to believe this is the same librarian from our school. Does she work 2 jobs? I guess that must be it. Oh, it's you. Yuko seems to know Emmy. Emmy grins brightly, pleased to be remembered. Hey, Yuko. Hi, Yuko. I didn't know you worked out too. Do I know you? You seem awfully familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen you in here. We met at your other job, at the Yamaku Library, remember? Her eyes widen in memory. Yeah, that's it. Nice to see you again. Oh no, this is bad. Should remember the customer's face. I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Yuko goes from realization to panic in a split second, performing a series of high-speed bows. I narrowly avoid getting headbutted in the process. Whoa, hey, calm down. Listen, no, I wasn't a customer when we first met. In fact, I hadn't even been to the Shanghai, so it's alright. Not the best display of logic, but it seems to relax her a little. Do you really think so? Yeah, I'm sure. Positive. Isn't that right, girls? Emmy has been watching this little drama unfold with considerable bemusement. Yep, it sure is. Well, okay. So, Yuko, got the room to seat us? Yuko nods and leads us to a corner booth, providing us with some small towels before taking our order. What will you have? Cake and some tea too, I guess. What kind of cake? Surprise me. Yuko looks uncomfortable at the thought of surprising anyone, but she gives a nod and turns to Rin. And for you? I'll take a straw. My feet are all wet. Sorry. The drinking kind of straw. One, please. Yuko is obviously uncertain of what to think about this. She fiddles with her pen and stationery for a moment, looking like she's about to cry before turning in my direction. And you, sir? Just tea, I think. Emmy would probably yell at me if I ordered cake. Oh, come on, Hisao. Don't let me be the only one with food. I feel like a pig. Just trying to eat healthy. Your orders, after all. Well, today is your day off. You can be healthy tomorrow. Really, Emmy? Are you sure? Because you seem pretty gung-ho about making me healthy. And you're gonna let me have a day off? That doesn't sound like Emmy. Well then, I suppose I will have some cake after all. Yuko seems slightly irritated that I'm changing my mind. What kind? I glance at Emmy and grin. Surprise me. Yuko sighs and nods. Very well, your order will be out soon. Despite the crowd, our order does indeed arrive quickly. Thanks, Yuko. Yuko nods in appreciation. It's a different guy than usual, isn't it? What? Different guy? Amy must notice my confusion because she seems a little embarrassed. What? Oh yeah, I guess he is. This is my friend Hisao. We've met. Small world. Well, let me know if you need anything. With that, Yuko takes off like a shot to wait on some other tables, leaving me to ponder her comment. Different guy, huh? I guess it makes sense, right? Emmy's pretty popular, or so I've been told. It's probably that kid from the track team. This is stupid, I can just ask Emmy. So, he's this other guy, huh? You got a secret lover or something? Emmy laughs again, only I get the feeling it's from nervousness as much as anything else. It's just a track team captain. He likes coming down here after practice sometimes. So if we have anything to discuss, I tag along. Sounds mighty suspicious to me. Oh, I see. I could let the matter drop, but I can't resist at least getting another dig in. So it is a secret lover. I knew it. Ren watches our play, seeming mildly amused before muttering something that I don't quite catch. Anyway. What, huh? Ren jerks back from whatever her mind had wandered off to. Huh? What'd you just say? Huh? No, before that. No idea. Oh, well. Okay. I let the matter drop, but I can't help notice that Emmy seems relieved that Ren interrupted the conversation. Maybe I went a little too far. Oh, come on. You didn't go too far. Conversation dies down for a moment as Emmy and I busy ourselves with cake. Mine is strawberry and surprisingly good. Emmy seems to think so too as she suddenly reaches over with a fork and steals a bit, like a ninja. Thief! You taffer! Pirate, there's a difference. We know on water. Well, no, but there's a lot of water outside, so it still works, right? Besides, you can have some of mine. I think it's cranberry or something. There's such a thing as cranberry cake. I do not want to know. I hate cranberry. I should have asked for a strawberry. I like strawberries. Feel free to help yourself to mine if you really must. For some reason, I feel compelled to add. Seeing as how you've already done it once, you know. Amy sticks out her tongue at me, but that doesn't stop her from appropriating my cake. I try some of hers as well. It's raspberry and pretty good. The rain's let up. It would appear that Ren is correct. Good timing, too. I finished my food and it looks like Emmy has as well. Well, we better pie and get a move on before it starts raining again. It takes a few minutes to get Yuko's attention, but we pay and get out pretty quickly. So, do you want to return to the park? My jaw nearly drops. Are you kidding? It's probably going to rain again. In fact, I think I just felt some raindrops. You may be right. Well, okay, I'll let you off the hook this time, but you owe me a picnic now, got it? I don't know if she's addressing me, Ren, or the both of us. Fine, fine. Now hurry up. I wanted to get some laps in at the track, and it would be nice to do it without the rain. I thought this was your day off. Well... Emmy suddenly seems reluctant to explain herself. I need to practice. Probably just because you ate cake. And I need to burn out that cake anyway. Yep. Why do I get the feeling that she's leaving something out? Are you sure? It wasn't that much cake. No, it wasn't that much cake for you. I ate most of it. She's got a point there. She stole most of my cake. Still, I feel like I should at least offer to run with her. What to do? Yeah, I should probably run with her. Why not? Aye, I'll run with you. I might as well, right? Amy shakes her head emphatically. Now you want to say, rest is critical for you, remember? I won't allow you to push yourself too hard. Oh, right. The nurse did tell me to take it easy for a few days, and not to actually run. I forgot about that. Wonder if that was a bad thing to do. I guess she's getting better at giving advice than taking it. Whatever you say, Emmy. I think it's probably best not to press the issue. I thought offering to run with her would be a good thing. As we approach the girls' dormitory, it starts to rain again. Good thing we didn't go back to the park. Emmy's expression sours slightly. Oh, man. Stupid rain. Hey, a little soon enough. You can go running then, right? Amy snorts, seemingly amused. Like I'm not going to run in the rain. Well, you shouldn't. You could catch a cold. Amy waves her hand airily. Ridiculous. I don't get colds. Whenever my body starts getting a cold, I just tell it no. My immune system is far too strong for something like that. I can't help but laugh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay? Yeah. Thanks for coming. Oh, and for carrying the picnic basket. I'll bring it for lunch tomorrow. We can have our picnic on the roof. Sounds good to me. See you then. Amy grabs the basket from me and shoots through the door. Ren gives me a sort of half nod and ambles inside as well. Damn, it's wet out here. I need to get back to my room and into some dry clothes. I'm sitting in front of my door, but I am intercepted by the sudden appearance of Kenji, who appears to be carrying a stack of books.
Hey man, give me a hand, would you? Owen loaned me 10,000 yen.
Huh? The books are unceremoniously dropped into my arms as Kenji fumbles with his room key.
Thanks, you're a lifesaver. If you weren't around, I'd have to keep my door unlocked, and that's just begging for trouble. People are coming in and stealing my pizza all the time. The perfect opportunity to set up an ambush, or maybe just plant a bomb if they don't want to get their hands too dirty. Probably don't. Afraid they'll break a nail or something if they have to stab me. Women.
My mind thinks about digesting the verbal torrent that's just been unleashed, but elects to remain comfortably in the dark. Uh-huh.
Anyway, where have you been, man? I could have used some help carrying these back from the library. I knocked on your door, but you weren't there.
Oh, sorry. Not really. You appear to think I'm some kind of pack mule. For that matter, so do the girls. I was out with Amy and Irene. Kenji staggers back in shock as his head explodes. It looks like I just shot his dog, if he had a dog.
The limbless ladies again? What'd you do this time?
Well, we wound up at the Shanghai. I'm prevented from continuing by a sudden exclamation of despair.
The Shanghai? Why the Shanghai? You know this enemy territory. No, man. You can't just go to the damn Shanghai. It's the most dangerous place in the city. A veritable stronghold of scum and villainy. Of their best agents. I know, I've met them. They'll stop at nothing to lull you into false sense of security, and then bam, you're dead.
He hits the door for emphasis.
Wallet's gone. Bus pass? Gone. Identity? Fucking gone, man. By the way, could you give me your wallet? And bus pass? And identity? Promise me you won't go there again.
He seems so vehemently opposed to the idea of the Shanghai that I'm willing to lie a little in order to get to my room. Sure, I won't go there again. Or at least I won't ever tell you I've gone there again. This seems to mollify my bespectacled companion.
Good. Sorry to come on so strong, but I know the danger there too well to let you just wander into the lion's den again. Plus, I kinda like you. Would you like to come into my room, have some coffee? You got out of there alive once, but twice as pushing it.
Yeah, well, I need to get changed and do homework, so I'll see you later.
Huh? Oh, sure, whatever. By the way, can I have 500 yen?
I suddenly remember that I'm still holding these books. You better take these. I catch a glimpse of one of the titles, something about cryptography. What a weirdo. Kenji grabs his precious cargo from me and disappears through his doorway, never to be seen again. I open my own door and walk in, grateful to get out of my soaking wet clothes. The rain outside picks up, and I find myself hoping that Emmy's not out running in this weather. She seems so adamant about doing the run alone, I can't help but wonder if her leg's still bothering her. I try to remember whether or not I've seen her limping at all today, but I can't. Guess I was too caught up in enjoying the day, even if it did rain on us. And as I think back over the events of today, I keep finding myself focusing on my running partner. Her complete refusal to allow the rain to spoil her plans was incredibly cute. But there was something else there, too. Sort of an unflappable attitude when it comes to enjoying the day as it comes. I really like that quality. Maybe I do need a little of that myself. Katawa Shoujo, brought to you by the Goodyear Blimp. The sound of my alarm brings me out of a dream involving pirates and some other stuff I can't really remember. I'm a little bleary-eyed and it feels like it takes me longer than usual to get dressed and down to the track. A glance at my watch reveals that I was right, and I am in fact running a little late. The thing is, there's no Emmy. That's odd, she should be here. She definitely should be here. I mean, I was late. I guess I wasn't the only one who had trouble getting up this morning. The thought crosses my mind that I never quite stopped running yesterday. Did she go running anyway? It seems likely. Emmy's a lot of things, but cautious isn't one of them. She probably figured the rain wouldn't stop, and that's why she was so adamant about running alone. Still, I would have gladly run with her, even if it was in the rain. Alright, well, I think I've recorded about enough for today, so... That doesn't sound very good. Emmy's probably sick or something. Hope I made the right choice earlier. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.